Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Yes, they let me back in my country, the United States of America. Two little things here. First, I met some people who hate America. Oh, you can say, Emil, look in the mirror, that's you. No, I'm actually trying to get America be what it was and even better. But nevertheless, how do you get that? By pointing out mistakes and trying to fix the mistakes. If you think you're all good, you're not going to improve anything. So, I'm going to show you here two people that I met today. At the border crossing in Detroit, Michigan, as I was returning from my short trip abroad in Europe. I did not encounter any issues at the border, and I will tell you how my interaction occurred between me and a border patrol officer in Detroit City. Well, it's not quite Detroit, but you know what I mean, International Airport, Wayne County. So what happened here? First, the trip was fantastic. 100% accomplishment. I met who I needed to meet, did what I needed to do, and I made some videos in the meantime. I did not have any problems entering the European Union. Probably these guys are scared of Trump. Or leaving the European Union and coming back into the United States of America. I will tell you what I reported at the entrance when I entered, upon entering the United States of America today. So, I landed and we were walking towards the passport check. And usually is the whole airplane, right, moving towards, those lines like this around, blah, 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 which is great. Don't allow Romanians to create their favorite line, which is all together, a reason why civilization doesn't exist in that area. So, we've been over there, but there were only 5, checkpoints open. 5 people working for an entire airplane. I said, well, these guys in Washington, D.C., they play games and we get shafted. Okay, no problem. So while I was standing over there, waiting in line and moving slowly, I think eventually got to 6 open booths over there. There was a guy over there, one of the Border Patrol officers, who had a little stick like this long. And it has had 3 little flags, American flags. I don't know, taped with some duct tape or something. I think it was the transparent, whatever it is. So it had little stick with 3 little flags, and he used it. I watched him to flag people that, hey, I'm open. Come to me. So you move from line, you come to him. But he was doing this. So this officer, was interviewing a woman, and he was playing with this little flag while he was listening to the woman. And you could see the little stick with the flag. I personally did not see anything wrong with that. But I will show you the picture of 2 people who thought that was very disrespectful. They were Americans. Why? By their passports and by the accent. And what did they say? Because I immediately recorded myself to remember what they said. And said, she said, was this really necessary to have the flags? That was the first one. The other one was, he said, this is very unnecessary, and it says something here that is very irritating, he said. She said, as I said, is that really necessary to have those American flags over there? And he said, yeah, I think that this is very irritating. So this is what these people said. Let me show you the picture of them because I took a hip picture. I mean, I'm just telling you who they were right here. I don't know their names. Right there. That's he and that's she. She said, The flags unnecessary, he said, very, very irritating. They were Americans. American accent, American English accent. I mean, when I'm talking about English American accent, they were speaking English but with an American accent. And they were Americans. I am an immigrant, and I didn't see anything wrong with that. Even if the guy did it for other reasons than flag the next person in line to approach him, yeah, so what? It was not Israel's flag, well, thank God, or any other flag. It was the United States of America's flag. So what did they expect the person to put over there? A condom? What? The so-called rainbow flag? So those people were offended and irritated by the American flag. Now, I don't like everything about the United States of America. I guarantee you don't like everything about the United States of America. Is it because some objective dislikes and some subjective dislikes? Whatever it may be, that's the flag of your country that, have you travel around the world with a passport while others cannot, have a high standard of living while others have not. Well, there are some downsides on that too, but nevertheless, I thought it was hateful coming from those people. Legal, I have nothing, how should I put it? I did not like it, but I thought, so what? What was wrong with it? That's your flag. It's your flag. It's not Trump's flag. It's not Biden's flag. It's this country's flag. I feel ashamed of this country, then do something to change it. I didn't interact with them because it was not for me. They didn't talk to me. I didn't want to create a scene, obviously, over there. But I interacted with another person over there who was coming from Germany, and we had a very nice conversation about many things, political things. So that's the first topic. The second one, when I was asked to approach the Border Patrol officer, this took a picture of me, obviously. That's how you do. Gave him the passport. I said, hello, hello. He asked me if I have anything to declare. And this is what I declared. I have to declare that I love this country. He looked at me, a little bit of a smirk, and then the interview continued for about 15 more seconds, and he said, welcome back, thank you for blah, 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 and welcome, blah, blah, blah. So, this is it, my friends. Immigrants love these countries, but natives don't. I'm generalizing, obviously. Some of them don't. That is their right to do so. I would have liked to ask these people what exactly was that unnecessary and irritating by the person waving the American flag. All right, my friends, that's all. The trip was great. Surprisingly, I didn't have, as I said, any issues at the border with anybody. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.